Hey y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's make some Truth Serum, otherwise known as LyeWater solution. I have a ton of soaps that I need to make, especially for the upcoming summer season, as well as the Flower and Food Festival at Dollywood. All right, let's get into this first one. So what I am adding here is Tussa silk fibers. Tussa silk fibers will add that luxurious, slippery, silky feeling that you get on those high-end expensive soap bars. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it in here. All right, so I have a new bottle that I need to open up. So I am getting it ready. I'm super excited about this product. This is what has been going into a lot of my soap bars recently. It is top notch. It is Huggabee Honey. So if you don't know who they are, you need to go to their website and check them out. They have amazing honey. And this is who I make soaps for and take to Dollywood. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little dollop in there. And what honey is going to do, it's going to help draw moisture to the skin. It's also a natural antibacterial, and it has anti-inflammatory properties as well as antioxidants. So it is a big bang for your buck. And not only that, it's going to help boost that lather. So it's going to give you those big, giant bubbles. And it's also going to give you a really, really good, heavy, deep lather. So you're gonna love it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add in the distilled water. And we are doing a water discount here because not only am I going to add in goat's milk, so I need to leave that little extra room so I can put that goat milk in there. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this in. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cover it up and set it to the side, and then I'm going to get out our next ingredient. So this ingredient here, sodium hydroxide, also known as lye, that is going to be the main ingredient that turns all of the butters, oils, water, all of this good stuff into a soap. So it is a caustic solution, so it does burn the skin. So you want to make sure that you are wearing your proper gear. Don't take after me and wear a tank top and shorts and Crocs. But anyways, so you want to make sure that you are properly suiting up to handle this kind of ingredient. So I'm going to go ahead and separate it out into a different container and make sure that I have the correct amount that I need for this recipe. Otherwise, you can have a lye heavy bar, which is going to burn your skin, or you can have a bar that doesn't have enough lye in it, and that can create a whole nother mess. So I am just measuring it out to make sure that I have the exact amount of what I need to go into this recipe, and then we'll get it mixed into that water. Okay, so it looks like I have the correct amount. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I'm going to make sure that that lid is tight. So then that way, if something happens and I have to run for my life, I don't kick that bucket That's an odd thing to say. I don't want to kick the bucket and have a whole nother mess that's going on. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and stir up that honey into that water to make sure that it's, you know, pretty good, like well incorporated into that water. And then I'm going to go ahead and slowly add in that sodium hydroxide or lye into the water and then give it a stir. So this part right here always gives me high anxiety, is when you start pouring that lye into the water, just because I had an explosion a couple of years ago. But anyways, after adding the lye into this water, because it has honey, it's going to start changing colors. So it's going to give it that deep golden honey color, but it's also heating up at the same time. And it is probably about 225 degrees. So you want to make sure that you're pouring your lye in little batches at a time so it doesn't overheat and create a volcano effect, which is what I experienced a couple of years ago. And as you notice that I am stirring constantly, just because I want it to be able to dissolve that lye, those lye crystals, and I don't want it to be heavy concentrated in one area, but it's also allowing the Tussa silk fibers to melt into that LyeWater solution as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some more down in here. I think I only have like a couple of more batches or a couple more pours of this into the LyeWater solution. So I will just let you watch the remainder of this without me talking. Okay, I lied to you. I said that I wasn't going to talk, but I am definitely going to tell you about that explosion that I had. And you see what I did there? I said lied, and I'm using LyeWater. So anyways, a couple of years ago, I had this bright idea to make a grape soda soap. And yes, I said grape soda twice. That was the third time. Anyways, so what I did was I took an actual grape soda like Fanta, and I boiled it down, got all of the carbonation out of it, so I thought, and then I used just a minimal amount in the water solution. So I had, instead of honey, I did the soda because it is heavy in sugar, and I did, like I said, I did just a little bit of that, and then Tussa silk fibers and water. And so when it came down to me pouring the lye into the soda water mixture, it didn't like it. It did a chemical change. The color changed like a bright green, and then bright orange, and then it exploded and went everywhere. And I had chemical burns from my neck down to my arms, across my face. It was absolutely terrible. So be safe.